The microphone.
Yeah. Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah, we back. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy, Jordan. What's up, boy?
Chilling, baby. Chilling. Talk to me. How you feeling?
I'm about to talk to you. I like that hat you got on right there, Playboy. What possessed you to go out there and get a 76er hat? See, you in that fucking store, and you don't know how to act. You in that store, you don't know how to act. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga about to come on here, but leave my Sixers out of it. Leave them off your head. You know what I mean? But you gonna have all 30 teams on your head here soon, my nigga. I already know what's going on. I know what's going on. But listen, I'm gonna go ahead and I told you I'm gonna go ahead and send you a list. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna let me know if y'all got it. And I need all of it. I need all of that shit. And I mean, yeah, shout out to you sending me that Randall Cunningham Eagles jersey. You know what I'm saying? In that jersey for my, you know what I mean? He can hear me, so I don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? But you already know how we get down. You feel what I'm saying? But everything good with you though, man.
Yeah, blessed, man. I mean, things are moving on the up and up over here, so can't complain. You know what I mean? So we gotta bust this out real quick and then head to my tournament for my kids and all that. So.
I know you got
those. I'm glad I got those jerseys out the way, so now I can, not hear your bitch ass be talking. Where them jerseys?
Where them damn where they at? I feel like I'm gonna get another one. Don't worry about that. We're gonna do our picks at the end of the show for Week 10 NFL. We're gonna do our picks and see if I can add to my collection. See if I can add to my collection of jerseys, being that I already got 2 off for you. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make it another one. You feel me?
So score right now with the bets.
We haven't even. Let's see. Hold on. I got it right here, playing. It's in here. Don't even let that bother you. Don't even let that bother you. Damn. Hold on, man. Hold on. Because let's see here. All right, so we did. I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you. Right now, I'm gonna have to go through this, but we'll go through this one and then go to the new one, and then we'll come up with the joint. You know what I mean? With the we'll do the shit. It's gonna take too much time for me to look for it now. But
I think it's tied or I'm up one. I think it's tied. I think if I'm not mistaken.
It's something like that. But we definitely gonna get to it. You know what I mean? Plus we got some picks that we got to do for Week 10 NFL. We'll go ahead and just add them motherfuckers up. You feel what I'm saying? But until then, man, we're going to go ahead and talk some sports. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who all watched Thursday Night Football last night, but if you did watch Thursday Night Football, that means that you've seen the Raiders fall to 2-7, you know what I'm saying, against the division rival Denver Broncos, and it wasn't a good game for the Broncos either. You feel what I'm saying? It was 10-7. It wasn't a high scoring game. The Broncos didn't look like the Broncos that be scoring 30 points and 28 points and 18 points in the fourth quarter and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? They look a little suspect. I get it's a division rival, but the Raiders they're awful. They are awful, and you shouldn't go out there and have a 10-7 ball. If that was me, my squad against the fucking Giants or the Commanders, I'm going to be upset at a 10-7 win. Happy we won, but I'm going to be fucking upset. You know what I mean? But to me, the bigger news is Geno Smith, man. He is fucking awful. He's terrible. I know that's your man. He's West Virginia. That's your guy and all of that. You know what I mean? But when they fall to 2-7, it's like, yo, do you think the Raiders should move on from him as the quarterback, like for their future? Geno ain't taking him nowhere, bro. And I know it's his first year there and shit like that, but listen, for me, it's one of two things that needs to happen. One thing is, I know trade deadline is over with. I already know that. You know what I mean? But first of all, they should have drafted Shador. You know what I mean? Not Geno Smith. Sorry, you know what I mean? He's not taking you nowhere, you know what I mean? And just start with a young quarterback and start over. You know what I mean? The thing is, when it comes to Geno misses too many opportunities, bro. He misses so many opportunities. I mean, and guys be wide open. Now he had a throw last night where it was perfectly in Thornton's hands and he dropped it. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-doo, that's one of them. Majority of the time, he is him and Trevor Lawrence are kind of like one and the same when it comes to like missing opportunities, because Trevor Lawrence go out there and just miss so many opportunities, bro. The Raiders could be moving the sticks. They could be moving the chains better and getting in field position better. That don't mean they're going to go out there and win the game. That don't mean they're going to go out there and score 30. I'm not saying that, but Geno is not helping them get in position and put points on the board when he missing just throws, that's routine throws. And he does this all the time. I know a Seahawks fan, and I asked him before the season started, how you think the season going to be this year? You know what I mean? He said it's going to be good because Geno Smith is gone. I said, damn, you just going to put it on Geno like that? He said, hell yeah, I am. Well, that Seahawks team, that's the same team he had last year. They 6-2, the top of the division with Sam Darnold. You feel what I'm saying? Geno just not that guy, bro. So to me, first of all, I think they should have drafted Shador. But if not, it's most definitely time to look at another quarterback somewhere, bro, or draft one, considering they're going to have a fucked up record. They 2-7. Don't look like, to me, don't seem like they're going to get no more wins, you know what I mean, unless they go against another cream puff, and you got a cream puff against a cream puff, and then boom, whoever wins the game. Pick 'em game. You feel what I'm saying? So I think they should move on. You know what I'm saying? He could be a mentor to somebody, you know, and like I said before, he was talking about, oh, they wrote me off. I didn't write back. This is the reason they wrote you off. The type of play you be doing. This is why they wrote you off. You know what I'm saying? And I never had him written in to begin with. I never had him penciled in to begin with. You know what I mean? So it's time for them to move. I know it's his first year, but bro, no, this guy, he just misses too many opportunities. He's inaccurate with the ball, and it's just not a guy that you can see your future growing with. So it's time to go. My opinion.
So this is a big thing that I wanted to get off my chest with something.
All right.
So this is something that I feel like most of the time everyone tends to go to the team and say the quarterback. It's the quarterback. It's the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback. And it's like the quarterback is the team, and the team is the quarterback. Like, I understand that he or anyone could. This is not just about Geno. It's about anyone. Why does everyone tend to say, if it's one team, they say the quarterback, the quarterback, the quarterback? It's not just the quarterback. I agree that Geno Smith is not playing well, but that is one part of the game. You understand what I'm saying? They was missing all types of field goals yesterday. They put themselves in that situation, I feel like, a lot of the times. It wasn't just about, Geno didn't do super well, but it's like there's other parts of the game. You got to play complementary football. This is not just Geno Smith.
Okay.
I agree Geno Smith is not having a great, but this is a team game. They say football's ultimate team game, but then when it tends to come to teams, they just talk about quarterback. With every team. This is a Baltimore Ravens team, a Philadelphia Eagles team. And I think this is one thing I would like to say. It's like, why is it, if I'm getting at, let's say, Jalen Hurts, let's say, it shouldn't bother. It shouldn't bother. Be like, it don't matter. My Eagles team is good. If you're saying Jalen Hurts isn't the greatest, or isn't this, or isn't that, my Eagles is doing well. They're playing good complementary football, or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? They're getting the job done defensively. We have good players just outside of Jalen Hurts. Not just Jalen Hurts, because it's not just Jalen Hurts. It is the whole entire team. And for me, the Seattle Seahawks, not Seattle Seahawks. You already know I like a Sam Darnold. You know, since last year.
Yep.
I'm a Sam Darnold type of guy. But they're playing well as a team at the moment. You feel what I'm saying? And right now, the Los Angeles Raiders, it's not just a Geno Smith. Yeah, the Las Vegas Raiders. It's not just a Geno Smith problem. It's not just a Geno Smith problem. This is an organization problem. You understand what I'm saying? They haven't been good in years, man.
Yeah.
So it's not just a Geno Smith problem. And it's like Geno Smith can give you some good, he can give you some good stuff. He could, but I just don't think that it's necessarily, because if you were to put in Shador, I mean, yeah, they can start over. But shit, I mean, if you're gonna tell me that Shador better than Geno Smith at this very moment, I'll tell you no. I'll tell you no.
Okay.
And that's just my thing. Everyone tends to put everything on the quarterback. It's not just the quarterback, bro. This is a team game, bro. And yesterday, this was a team loss too. It's not just a Geno Smith loss. It's a team loss. They had too many opportunities, man. They were shooting themselves in the foot too, man. So that's all I have to say with this one, man. Because it's not. I agree that Geno Smith is not having the greatest year, and I just don't think that they should just move on. First year there, and you just get rid of Geno. You know what I mean? I think that you got to give the boy some time. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they've been horrible for years anyway. So what's another couple years to see if he can do something, or if this team can get into a better situation? That's all I gotta say about that, man.
All right, so my rebuttal to that is this. Okay, you said it's his first year there. Let's see what he can do, blah, blah. They've been sad for years, and let's just give him a couple more years. Well, the thing is, Geno been in the league for a long time, and we know what Geno Smith is. We already know what Geno Smith is. He's not a guy that's going to lead you. And it ain't about, how you got a sad team, and you look at a guy, and you're like, man, if this guy had some players around him, man, he'd be this, he'd be that. Geno doesn't say, you don't look at Geno and that's what you get from it. I said when I did the show last week or earlier this week, I said that there's only hope in Las Vegas is Brock Bowers. It's Brock Bowers. Obviously, Max Crosby is a dog. He gives hope for the defensive side of the football. But other than that, it's Brock Bowers, bro. We don't know what Ashton Genty can be because the offensive line is not blocking that well for him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about the opportunities when Geno Smith has, which is very, very, very often to hit these receivers, and he fucking up all the time. And when he goes to the sideline, he's slapping them up on their hand and talking to him. I don't think they're paying no attention to him because they know that he's not going to lead them nowhere. This is not one of those situations where you got a sad or trash organization and you're looking at this guy like, man, all right, I know what we got to do. We got to get some guys out here, then he'll be straight. That's not what it is for Geno, bro. That's not. So that's why I say, he's been in the league he's been a starter, he's been a backup, and a backup, starter, backup. He's been done it's been basically like a journeyman when it comes to position. Backup starter, backup starter, backup starter, backup starter. You know what I'm saying?
He's been a starter for the most recent years. He's been a starter.
That's fine, but what I'm saying is it was a back and forth. Like I said, he the one came and said they wrote me off. I ain't right back. Yeah, they wrote you off because of your play. Because of your play. And he doesn't give the Las Vegas Raiders organization hope. Whether they ain't, it's an organization, then yeah, they've been trashed for years. Of course they have. But he doesn't give them any hope. He doesn't. So that's why I say it's like, it's time to build something. And Geno doesn't need to be a part of it because he gonna fuck it up anyway. Anyway, these guys a lot of times these dudes be open and Geno fucks up. This is all of the time. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think he's a guy that you need to be dependent on dropping back, throwing the football for you at all. I think it's time to move on. We already know what he is. He's not gonna get any better. We've already seen his peak. We've already seen it. He's not gonna get any better. So, and I'm not just, it don't gotta just be Shador. I'm just saying because he's on the bench when we know he should not be. It could be anybody else that's really good or whatever. Whether you want to get somebody in the draft, that's cool. That's cool. I just said they should have drafted Shador instead of going with Geno Smith. They can start over. Because he ain't gonna take you nowhere, no way. I think Shador's upside is bigger than Geno Smith's in the NFL. I absolutely believe that. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to move on, bro. We know what Geno Smith is, and he is not gonna help an organization. That's where I'm at.
I mean, as I said before, I just think it's an organizational thing too. Like of course, everyone was gonna go to the quarterback.
Does he give you hope? Does he give you hope? Any
it's
hope?
The organization. Right? It's the organization. It's not just
Jordan.
That's what I'm saying. But that's my thing that I'm saying. I'm not talking about an individual player.
I got you.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, cool. I got you. So cool. Let me ask you a question. When LeBron came in the league, the Cavaliers was 17-65 the year before that. Did he give him hope? When Allen Iverson came in the league, we was trash. Did he give them? Did he give us hope? He did.
Those are generational talents.
But what I'm telling you is that somebody came and gave them hope. Giving them hope.
Talents, though.
Doesn't matter.
There was no. I'm gonna tell you right now, there was no generational talent.
Let me ask you a question.
Especially at the
Okay,
quarterback.
cool. When Devin Booker came in the league, did he give Phoenix some hope? He in a generational talent.
Not really.
He did not. No, absolutely not. But he gave them some type of hope though that they can be something. You got get some players around them and they can do something. I don't believe that with Geno Smith. I don't believe it.
I mean, I think that the Devin Booker one was a bad example because I think Devin Booker. I mean, he was a good player. I mean, he came off the bench at Kentucky and he was a good player. But remember, the Phoenix wasn't shit.
Right.
For years upon years upon years, even with Devin Booker.
But
they had to go make trades.
But listen, and that's my point. That's what I'm saying. As trash as the organization is, you look at that and say, man, if we just go get some trades, that'd be good. I don't see that with Geno Smith.
But that's what you don't see. And my thing is that's my thing though. This is my thing. We always tend to go to, oh, the quarterback isn't. Nah, I'm not doing that today. That's for me. I'm saying an organization, they need to go and put something around them and see what can happen.
I'll tell you what. You go ahead and stick with Geno for a couple more years. If you was the GM, they'd be calling for your motherfucking job next. And that's facts. You go ahead. You a lenient guy. You know what I mean? So you go ahead and do what you do, Playboy. You guys think you have to say about it? We can move on.
No, I mean, Geno's my guy. He was Virginia. But I can acknowledge that he ain't playing. I can acknowledge that he ain't playing well. But this is not just for a Geno Smith thing. I think this is an organizational thing. Period across a lot of things, a lot of things, like a lot of teams. I'm talking NBA, NFL. We always tend to just put things on these players too, but the organization needs to go and do stuff too. Now they gotta go and get better players out there. They gotta go and they do. This is always this way.
We already know this, but even with you getting better players, Geno Smith is not going to be the guy because he doesn't give anybody hope. He doesn't give anybody hope. Say, look, I tell you what. I got one. Hold on. I got one for you. I got one more for you. Then I'll let you. Then we can, or you can respond, or we can move on. Sam Darnold. He's nowhere near generational talent at all whatsoever. Journeyman, starter, backup, all of that type of shit. He in Seattle now. Seattle Seahawks got hopes to go into the Super Bowl playoffs. That's
not one Super Bowl.
Yeah, they do. They do got hopes. Yeah, they do. The Seattle Seahawks fans are saying they can go to the Super Bowl because their defense is good and they got Jackson Smith and Jigma. They got a good offense with Sam Darnold running running the show out there. They got some weapons out there. They're 6-2 right now. They have hope. I know Seahawks fans. I just told you I know 5 Seahawks fans myself. And the Seattle Seahawks fan base is saying they believe this is the year they can go to the Super Bowl, at minimum, the NFC Championship game. You didn't have that type of hope with Geno Smith. Nowhere near, none of that shit. Nothing.
I mean, the thing is,
come on, Jordan.
Okay, so now because obviously that they're playing well, I mean, hindsight's 20/20. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is let me talk with this because this is what we tend to do. If this is what we tend to do, the thing is, if they talking about hope, right, and they know Sam Darnold will go into a pumpkin mode, especially when it comes to that time.
Listen, you can't go to that right now. The Seattle Seahawks fans are in love with Sam Darnold. The Seattle Seahawks fans think they have their future franchise quarterback in Sam Darnold. And so do the Seattle Seahawks organization. We ain't talking last year with the Vikings. That was Sam Darnold's first time in a real deal playoff game. Period, point blank. And Sam Darnold was in fucked up situations as well. That's why I'm telling you, he didn't give anybody hope. But now look at him. Look at him now where he's at. The Seattle Seahawks have hope. Geno Smith gave them no hope. None.
So that's a great point. So he was in other places and player had no hope. So all it takes is hold on. No, wait, hold on. You taking over them. Hold on. There's a whole bunch of times. Where if you just say Sam Darnold was not didn't give anybody hope. Nobody. Even when they brought him over to Minnesota, it's like, oh, they start winning games now because they're in a good situation. So hold on. If you're in a decent situation where you have good pieces around you and you have a decent enough defense and a player they start playing well, clicking, they get some wins. If Las Vegas Raiders, if it was flipped and it was 7-2, I guarantee you wouldn't be having this damn conversation.
No, but it's not that. You can't flip it. It's not that. You can't flip it. You can't.
And that's why people tend to do this madness that it's like, I think it's a what kind of culture is it? It's like a they people, because people get wins in certain situations, they overrate players, or they overdo things. I'm not sitting here saying Geno Smith is the greatest quarterback of all time. I'm just saying that this Las Vegas Raiders organization right now is not in the greatest situation. And all I'm saying is that it's not, if even because they were already down and out for years upon years upon years, what's another couple years going to do to see if they can put something around Geno, see if it can work. If it can't work, then okay, you get him out of there.
Because because he hasn't, we know who he is already. We already know who he is. And understand this.
But we thought we knew who Sam Darnold was.
No, you didn't. Sam Darnold was with the Jets organization. They had literally nobody. They didn't have an Ashton Genty. They didn't have a Brock Bowers. They didn't have a Trey Tucker. They had none of that. They had Robbie Chosen, Quincy Enunwa, and Chris Herndon. That's nobody, bro. That's nobody. Absolutely. And that's when they were absolutely at their worst, my guy. Terrible. No, Peyton Manning wouldn't give them hope. He wouldn't give them hope. He wouldn't. At all whatsoever.
You're saying the same thing as if Geno Smith was somewhere, as if Geno Smith was coming out of freaking Kansas City or some shit.
Geno Smith had the same team Sam Darnold got last year, and they 6-2. And what are they now? They were 6-2 now. And 6-2 now. What was they last year? What was they doing last year?
When they were like a 500 ball club.
Same 500. That's not 500. They 6-2 right now. They're doing 10 times better. Because Sam Darnold is there, and he makes them look 10 times better. They have hope. There was no hope for Geno Smith in the Seahawks this year.
So Sam Darnold said, all right, if you consider just putting everything on a quarterback, saying just the quarterback, then that's all you do.
Jordan, you are missing the point.
I am not missing the point. I understand the point.
You know you don't, because you keep on talking about you're putting it on all of one. Jordan, okay, let me ask you a question. Why would you want Geno Smith to stay there as your quarterback when he's shown you nothing everywhere he's been?
I mean, the thing is, because there's no real quarterbacks out there that is.
You can get something in the draft.
Did you ask me a question? Go
ahead, man. I'm about to be joking.
I mean, yeah, you can, but the thing, I think is, if you ask me a question, allow like, you have to allow me to answer the question, whether you agree with it or not. Let me answer the question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because there's no generational quarterback. There's no any other quarterbacks out there that is like, oh, that moves the needle, or it's like, oh, we need to go and grab him, or things are going to change definitely 100%. Nah, there's nobody.
Okay.
Absolutely nobody.
Okay.
Yeah. And
okay. If that's what you say, okay, you ain't paying attention. It's all right though. You done?
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. So let's stick with the NFL. Jordan, I have a question for you, dog. We are going into week 10. We're going into week 10, you know what I'm saying? And I want to know, who is your mid-season NFL MVP? Talk to me. Let's go.
Easy, set, and done. Mine, I think it's an easy answer right now. And I'm going with Matthew Stafford, man. Okay. As the MVP of the season so far. And I don't think it's not that it's not close or anything like that, but I think the team is doing well at the moment, and he's putting up great numbers, man.
Yeah.
He's putting up great numbs, and we just have to keep it 100. We just have to keep it 100.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like he's balling out right now. He has almost like 2,147 yards.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying. I mean, I think he has around 19 or 21 touchdowns. I think it's 21 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Yep.
This is crazy, man. You know what I mean. Like he's balling out. He's absolutely balling out. You know what I'm saying. I don't even want to talk about his QBR and all that stuff. Let's talk about it. Are we going to talk about it? You
said you ain't going to talk about it. You want to talk about it?
We got a QBR 66.3. We got a rating of 113.2. I mean, it's not Lamar Jackson, but it's nice. You know what I'm saying? So this is big time right here, and he has a team. His team is doing well right now. You know what I mean? Say
it again. Say that last part again. His team is doing what?
His team is doing well.
What's their record?
What's their record? 6-2.
Yeah. Okay. So I just want you to mention that. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. We usually have decent records. So that's never your year. That would never be your thing if you would say that. You just want other people to be.
It didn't start good.
Last year we got robbed of
New year,
MVP. It is
new
what
year,
it is.
new year, baby. New year. It's a new year.
Yeah, so yeah, I got Matthew Stafford, man. Matthew Stafford's flat out balling, man. He's slinging that bitch around. You know what I'm saying? His team is doing well right now, 6-2 at the moment. 21 to 2 interceptions. That's nasty. That's nasty work right there. You know what I mean? And then there's people, obviously there's people below, so you have like a Baker Mayfield, but I think Baker Mayfield, you know, what it's like when you have a couple, maybe a week that is not like the greatest. You know what I mean? Like if you have that's how it's gonna be. When you have a week that's not the greatest, that's going like a Daniel Jones week. You have a week that's not the greatest, you're gonna slip down. You know what I mean? And that's what it's like. But at this very moment for me, quick, easy answer, Matthew Stafford. Easy. I think it's easy right now. If people don't have Matthew Stafford at 1, and I don't want to hear no Pat Mahomes at 1 right now. I don't want to hear that.
No, absolutely not. That right there is a I'm trying to keep you the face of the league type shit. You know what I mean? I don't care fucking nobody say. I don't care what nobody say.
And I don't want to hear Josh Allen either. I don't want to hear that shit either.
Josh Allen lost 2 in a row. Now they won 2 in a row. You know what I mean? But you lost 2 in a row as well. You don't mean he can't be in the conversation, but you can't be at number 1. You definitely can't do that.
But he ain't putting up the numbers that everyone thinks he's putting. Because if you look, I've seen something that compared him and Jalen Hurts at this very moment. Jalen Hurts has better things than him.
16
same situation.
Here it is right here. Josh Allen is 1,833 yards on 70% completion, 13 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and 7 rushing touchdowns, right? That's 20 total touchdowns. Jalen Hurts is 1,677 yards on 70% completion, 15 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 5 rushing touchdowns. Is 20 total touchdowns. You know what I mean? 6-2 record, top of the NFC East as well. You feel me? So, I mean, however you know, whatever.
It's direct, and I'm not going to give it to a Bo Nix. You might want to go with an Indianapolis Colts player. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't feel like if a running back is not going, I don't want to hear that bullshit because the running back last year had an amazing year.
Come on now.
Obviously, Lamar Jackson had an amazing year. They both didn't get it, and they gave it to people. They gave it to someone that was a bit different. So I don't want to hear that bullshit.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he ain't going to get.
Saquon should have most definitely won the last 2 years. Should have been running backs. Saquon last year, Christian McCaffrey the year before. That's my opinion, and I feel like that's what it should have been, but it's a quarterback award, whatever. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, the thing is, the reason why I say it should have been Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson had one of the best seasons ever at a quarterback position. And it's not like someone can say
Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead, my fault.
Yeah, because when you have a guy that gives you 40-something touchdowns and less than 4 picks, never been done, one of the highest passer ratings ever, and then you have a guy that gives you almost 1,000 yards rushing on the ground too, what the frig are we talking about right now? Yeah. That's one of the best quarterback seasons ever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to see Josh Allen in this picture right now. I do not want to hear, and I don't want to see Jonathan Taylor in this conversation at the moment. Neither the wide receiver. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't care.
What wide receiver?
Doing
Jackson Smith and Jigma?
Yeah.
He on the tear right now, boy. He on the road to get like 2,000. You know what I mean? But
I know, but what we just seen, what's his name do at the running back position, he didn't get either.
Yo, and you're right. You're right. Listen, listen. Like I said, I feel like running backs get screwed. First of all, running backs get screwed the most when you're talking about pay. They damn near take the most punishment, damn near, and they get the least pay. And when you go out there and have a historical season at running back, they don't get awarded for offensive player of the year. All right, that's cool, but there's no way. Just how you saying, I think they gave it to Josh Allen because he had less talent. That's why I think, and he was in Superman mode. That's why I think they gave it to him. Ain't no question Lamar did what he did, but I'm telling you, I think that's the reason that they gave it to him.
I think it was fatigue, to be honest with you, because
it was what? Fatigue.
Fatigue. Yeah.
I mean,
player fatigue. Because why would you vote? Why would you vote the man QB? I mean, All Pro 1, and then you have the other one not an All Pro 1, and that's an odd thing to me.
Yeah, it is, and it's happening in other sports. I'm just saying, I think you got your reason. I feel like I feel like that's the reason why. You know what I mean? When Christian McCaffrey did what he did, that 1,800 yards ain't normal. That's not normal for a running back. And 400-500 yards receiving. and 21 touchdowns, bro. That's not normal. That man was the MVP. So, I mean, I feel like a lot of motherfuckers going to get screwed. But if Pat Mahomes is on somebody's list and this top 1, 2, 3, that's solely because, you know, they trying to keep this motherfucker the face of the goddamn league. I don't care what nobody say. And they not 5-4 with a 5-4 record. You third in the division. Not third in the conference.
The only way that he can get is if he wins his division, I feel. If he were to like be playing at a level.
Jordan, you better
at least win it. You better at least win your division, I feel.
I tell you what, they better count on Broncos losing more games. The Broncos is 8-2. The Chiefs are 5-4. They already clear ahead of them boys.
Do they play each other twice?
They do. They're in the same division. They're in the same division.
They haven't played each other yet, have they?
No, they got them twice.
It's still in the running. It's still in the running if that's the case. They just
it is. They better hope Broncos fall off of some shit because either way, Pat Mahomes shouldn't know. Absolutely not. But listen, I can't argue with you. You know what I mean? I know I had Baker at once. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a few weeks ago, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? I know. Let me see. Shit, I can't remember when it was, man. Damn, I don't feel like flipping through all of this shit, man. But it's either like I said.
I think you had.
I had Baker. We both had Baker at number 1. No, we both had Baker at number 1. I think. Well, considering the coach went out there, you know what I mean, and Daniel Jones went out there, I didn't have Taylor number 2, not at all. Hell no. Considering Daniel Jones went out there, I had him at like 3. Daniel Jones went out there and had 5 turnovers. 3 being by interception and 2 fumbles, you know what I mean? And you lost to the Steelers. You're definitely not in that conversation. They told Jonathan Taylor, we sentenced you to 14 carries for 45 yards. You will not hit pay dirt today. You will not cross the end zone. You will not get even your half of your average for what you've been doing all year long. Not against us. You feel me? He can't be in there. Pat Mahomes, he just lost. You feel what I'm saying? So Jared Goff, they went out there and lost to the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
the thing is, do you? I don't think if you lose, you just drop out. Like, if you're playing super well, it wouldn't matter.
You can still be in the conversation, but you can't have the same spot that you had. I'm sorry, not on my list. You can't. You got to drop 1. You lose the game. That don't mean you're gonna be out of the whole conversation, but you got to drop 1, especially when your team is far better. The Detroit Lions are far better than the Minnesota Vikings, and that is a game they are not supposed to lose. If this was against a team like, let's just say they was in the NFC West, you know what I mean? They got a tough division, and this is the fucking Seahawks versus the Rams. You lose that game, all right, cool. Cool. But this is the Detroit Lions we talking about here and the Minnesota Vikings. Nah, you ain't supposed to lose that game. You got to drop 1. So I'm not mad at you. Matt Stafford is balling over 2,000, 67% completion, 21 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's balling out. You feel what I'm saying? So I like Baker. I like Baker because I had him at 1. You know what I mean? And you know, I want to say I had him at 1 last week too. Maybe I'm tripping, but Baker balling too. You know what I mean? And he misses some weapons out there. He clutch, you know what I mean? End of the game, they might screw up, give up some points, whatever the case may be. He bring them back. They still win the game. You know what I mean? They sitting at 6-2 as well, if I'm not mistaken, in the NFC South. So, man, they looking good too. So I think it's interchangeable. You can go either or. I'm not about to argue with nobody if they say
have enough stats though.
All right, listen. I mean, 1,900 yards, 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I get Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford 21 touchdowns. Shit, hey, that's good. But damn, Baker is missing some shit out there. You know what I mean? Mike Evans is gonna be out for the rest of the year and was already missing time. You know what I mean? But shit, I ain't gonna beat nobody over here for saying Matt Stafford is the MVP right now. He balling. You can't deny it. And they 6-2. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't arguing with nobody. But I know one thing. I know somebody who making their way or is in that discussion. That's my quarterback, Jalen Hurts. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Got to put him in that discussion. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I ain't saying he 1-2, but you got to put him in that conversation. 6-2, top of the NFC and top of the NFC East. 1,677 yards on 70% completion. 15 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's 15-1. You feel me? 5 rushing touchdowns, 20 total touchdowns. Oh yeah, and he's doing it in both. He's doing it in 2 ways as well. So yeah, gotta have him in there.
I also have a like. I know my quarterback's probably not going to get after losing. If we catch and win the division, and Lamar Jackson's up there in terms of touchdowns, because I think he will be, even him missing 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have a chance to get MVP because they boosted him up for something about getting having like in the odds, the betting odds of getting the MVP. If he say runs the table, or gets that crown, even though our division is terrible at the very moment. You know what I'm saying? But if the Pittsburgh Steelers don't do well, Lamar Jackson is playing super well to the point where he's gonna have an opportunity to make some noise in that discussion. It's just the reality of the situation. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
yeah,
That's if we win the division. You know
yeah.
what
I
I mean?
mean, like we both talk. I mean,
And he continues
right.
to play the way that he's playing.
You might,
That's if he continues to play the way that he plays.
yeah, you might. He might. We shall see. We shall see. So you got Matt Stafford. I think we can both Matt
I got Matt
Stafford.
Stafford.
Baker Mayfield, Matt Stafford. I ain't gonna shit. It's not even an argument for me. I ain't really tripping. You know what I mean?
No, I got Matt Stafford at and I got Matt Stafford, and
You,
I
you,
don't think the two is because I don't think Baker Mayfield is putting off. I know that he's playing with a depleted team. You know
yeah.
what I mean? And I'm a Baker guy. Whenever the Tampa Bay playing, I'm Baker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
I just think Matthew Stafford is up there too much.
All right.
And then to be honest with you, I don't see why wouldn't Jalen Hurts be ahead of him? Why not? Like why
Yeah.
is it
I
why
mean,
is it Baker? Because his team is depleted, that's it?
no.
Is that
I
what
just,
we
I just,
saying? You know
no,
what I
no,
mean?
no, no. But and you know what? I think I was just. When did we do? I just want to know when we did these. We haven't did this in a minute, man. It couldn't have been last week. It had to be multiple weeks ago, man. You know what I mean? Just man, fuck.
And it's not and also we also have to put in I think it's only necessary that we put in Drake May as well. We put in Drake May.
He playing ball. He balling out there. Second year player too. He balling. He is balling.
We got to put Drake May in there too.
Hold on. I said they was gonna be 7-2. I said they was gonna win the next 4 games. Did I not come out here and say that? And you disagree with me? Did I not say that? I said they're gonna win the next 4 games and they're gonna be 7-2. We was talking about them in the division with the Bills and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I said that on the show. I talked to you. We was talking about that, and you.
That division will come down to them playing each other again.
No. I'm saying I said that they was gonna be 7-2, and what are they right now? They are 7-2, just like I said they was. They was gonna go on a 4-game win streak. Who they got next? They got the Jets next, unless they go out there and just, do some, some bullshit. You know what I mean?
For some reason, I just don't feel the AFC is like. I just feel that no matter what, if the Chiefs get in and it's like I don't trust those teams like that. I don't know why.
Well, don't trust
like,
the
I
Patriots.
Don't trust like the Denver and the Patriots. Like say the Bills, Kansas City, and Baltimore. Not Baltimore, what they're looking like now.
Yeah,
they get in there. I just feel like I'm gonna trust those teams instead of those other guys.
Well, you have the right to say that because Denver is just now getting back in the mix. Patriots is just now getting back in the mix, and the Colts is just now getting back in the mix. They haven't been in the playoff runs, so we don't know if the lights is going to be too bright for them or not. So you have the right to say that. But I will say this: these teams, these guys, and these players together haven't been to the playoffs together until they got to the playoffs together. And there's been other teams that have went to the playoffs that haven't been there before. And at some point in time, you got to show who you are. You know what I mean? So they'll have that opportunity. But for right now, I know the Pats is 7-2, like I said they would be. You know what I mean? So and they're going to be 8-2 after this week against the Jets, especially after they just let go of Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams. You know what I mean? They have nothing out there really on defense now. So they're going to go out there and light their ass up, put 30 on the board, and make it an easy day and go home with a dub, 8-2. So, yeah. You got your top 5 teams? You ready for that?
Top 5 teams in
NFL, nigga. You ready for that? You got your shit?
Is that on Friday?
Today is Friday, nigga.
No, I mean that's on. We have to do that on.
We'll do it. Well, Wednesday. We haven't
because all the team the team just
So all right. So look, Wednesday we got to do it. We got to do Wednesday. All right.
Yeah. Wait.
All right.
What your Wednesday, which is my
Your Thursday.
Okay, we commute because it's rather we do. Yeah. Because I know I have work during those. I think it's Tuesday and Wednesday. So if it's Thursday, then I have to be there at like 7 a.m. or something like that. So we I think on Tuesday and Wednesday I have to do that. So it has to be one of those days, or even Monday. Not Monday, meaning like Monday after the games.
Okay, we'll figure it out. You know what I mean? But it needs to be fucking done. We ain't done it in the
Yeah.
goddamn well. Goddamn it, we slipping. Goddamn it, shit. Fuck it. Let's transfer over to the National Basketball Association. Jordan, this season has got off to a pretty good start. You know what I mean? We always say that. You feel what I'm saying? It's always exciting. You know what I mean? When the NBA comes back around, you get to figure out who is who from the start of the season, what you think they could be, you know. But this is what we're gonna do. We want to give, you know, an overreaction, an early NBA overreaction to what you see. Maybe it's a team, maybe it's a player, whatever the case may be. Give me your early NBA overreactions. Let's go. You want to take it or want me to take it?
I have a couple. You can go for that.
Okay. Now it's early. We know it's early. And people could be at the top, first, second, third seed, and all that shit. It's early. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, but it'll only become a problem if you 30, 40 games in and you got the second, third, first spot, and you drop down to 6 and 7 and shit like that. That's when things can get a little tricky. You know what I mean? But early on, you never know anybody can be up there. But I know it's a team in the Western Conference, and they in the Pacific Division. And last year, there wasn't a whole lot going on, especially after trade. You know, it was trade and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? But right now, the Los Angeles Lakers are looking at, you know, a 7-2 record, and they number 2 in the West right now. They number 2 in the West right now. You understand me? Nobody predicted that. I know I didn't predict the Lakers to get off to a motherfucking 7-2 start. I know for damn sure I didn't. You feel what I'm saying? But you in this offseason pass, you know, you see Luka getting in shape. He's getting in slim Luka. Going out there looking like rookie year Luka. You feel what I'm saying? Got a little more endurance. I look like got a little more bounce in his step, moving better and things like that. You know what I mean? Luka Doncic got there averaging 40 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists, and only giving you 2 turnovers a game right now. You feel what I'm saying? And he missed 4 games as well. He's balling. We already know what he made of. But there's another guy who I fuck with heavy. Been fucking with him since his rookie year. Austin Reeves, when he came in averaging 7 points, I just seen the want to get better in this guy. I seen the non-fear in this guy, the fear none, fear no one in this guy. I seen the will to win in this league. I seen the will to want to learn in this league. He went from 7 points, 13 points, 16 points, 20 points, and now this year he gave me a 31 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds. You feel what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. And the Lakers is nicked up. Luka missed a couple games. He looked at JJ Redick and said, you know what, baby? Don't worry about it. I got you. I know we got the Kings coming up next and Luka is out. I'm going to give you 51 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. I'm going to distribute this basketball. I'm going to put buckets on niggas' head, and I'm going to rebound this basketball because that's what we need. You feel what I'm saying? And we had after that game, it was a back-to-back game against the Portland Trail Blazers. Yeah, they lost, but goddamn, Marcus Smart didn't play, Gabe Vincent didn't play, and Luka didn't play. And he still went out there and gave you 41, 5, and 4. You feel me? And then Minnesota's up on the table. They on the menu next. And you know they're going to look at those Austin Reeves like, yeah, I got this white boy. I got the white boy. Oh, it's going to be hell. Because what I'm going to do, they went out there full court pressed him from the jump of the ball. I knew they was going to do that. Jaden McDaniels, Ant-Man, they was going to pressure that man from the time he touched the ball, and they did that shit the whole game. He said, don't worry about it. My handle has gotten better. My vision has gotten better. I'm going to split this defense. I'm going to get the ball out of my hands. I ain't just going to stand there. I'm going to move around and get the ball again and make the open shot, or I'm going to slash to the rim and hit the open man in the corner, because my all-around game has gotten that much better. And on top of that, I'm gonna give you this 28 points and this 16 assists. Yeah, the game did get a little bit out of hand. They blew a lead. Julius Randle, your boy from Kentucky, went down there and hit the shot to take the lead. He looking at the crowd, flexing. I thought the game was over. Austin Reeves said, please, you out your rabbit ass mind. I hit game winners. It don't matter who was on. It don't matter Andrew Wiggins, whoever it is. It don't matter. I take boys to the cup and I hit the game winner. Jaden Daniels, you want to come out here and play some tough defense? That's cool. Come out here and get this, that. Boom, come off this screen. Floater. Game over. 28 points, 16 assists with the win in Minnesota. You feel what I'm saying? So, JJ, if anybody's out, I can pick up the slack and I can keep us afloat, baby. You got DeAndre Ayton out here, who you know I'm not a huge fan of. I know you talked about him averaging the double-double for his career. His double-double looks a lot better on a team that's got better players doing it and they're actually winning. So I give him credit for rebounding the basketball. Besides that 0 rebound performance he put up against the goddamn Blazers, I think if I'm not mistaken, 0 fucking rebounds. You feel what I'm saying? But he's been rebounding the basketball. He's been hitting the free throw line to the free throw line on down, jumper when he get the opportunity, things like that. You feel what I'm saying? Marcus Smart, a savvy veteran, got drawing offensive fouls. We know he's a flop artist, so he gonna draw them offensive fouls all the time, try to get up under your skin, assisting the basketball. You got old Jake Lavia. They on the sideline. Who is number 12? Who is number 12? You know who number 12 is now because he's shooting the hell out that ball pretty well, and everybody's pretty much just playing with confidence. Everybody on the Lakers is playing with confidence, and you mean to tell me they doing all this without that boy in the corner, LeBron? He on the sideline. He ain't even in the game yet. We know he can give you 25, 7, and 7. But even if he don't give you 25, 7, and 7, and AR want to give you 30, Luka want to give you 40 or 33, 35, whatever he going to average, we know he can do that. Go ahead. That's fine. I had my time. I'm the fucking GOAT. I've given you 27, 7, 7 my whole goddamn career and up it in the playoffs. You feel what I'm saying? I can pick up the slack. I can do whatever needs to be done. And you know I'm going to play defense because I was one of the top defenders last year. I don't know where the narrative came from. He don't play defense. That's just LeBron haters. We'll let him go ahead and have it. But they doing all of this 7-2, second in the West with that boy on the sideline. Oh my God, he ain't even in the game yet. Just imagine when he get in the game. They playing like this. He come in and contribute the way he contribute too. What degrees is it in June in LA? What degrees is it? 105, 95 degrees?
All right, nigga.
He's gonna be out, Jordan. June, here we come. Here we come, June. That's my early NBA overreaction. NBA Finals, Lakers, and whoever. OKC, you won't be repeat.
Okay, so now I know this is probably gonna come surprisingly, and it's probably something you didn't think was gonna come, but I'm glad we can do it this way. So I'm gonna give you some quick overreactions, and you tell me if it's just right or it's an overreaction.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So hear me. Now we have, is this an overreaction or is it just right? Chicago Bulls going to be in the top of the Eastern Conference during the whole year. Because right now they're balling at the moment.
Meaning so when you say the top, keeping the number one spot or one
just
to
at
three?
the top.
One
just
to
at the
three.
top, because just at the top, like 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
1 to 3. So we'll call
no one because I mean you go. It's your answer. Go.
All right, we'll call the top 1, 2, 3. Right, we'll call the top. Right, we ain't gonna do 4 to 6. You mid. 4 to 7. You mid. Whatever. You know what I mean? 7 to 10. You bottom. Right. We'll keep it like that. Right. I don't think it's an overreaction, Jordan.
Oh, really?
I think it's just right, considering there's no Tatum in Boston. My Sixers is doing a good right now, but we don't know how long it's going to let due to injury or Joel Embiid or whatever the case may be. We don't know. I want to leave them out right now. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Well, we know New York is going to be up there. It ain't like Milwaukee got the team that they used to have. You know what I'm saying? Orlando's going to be doing what they doing. You feel me? It's not an overreaction. They 6-1 right now. They play tough. They play hard. They play team basketball. They don't have one person that just says, this is my team. No, this is team basketball at damn near at its finest. This is Indiana Pacer type basketball. You feel what I'm saying? Team. I know they got Pascal Siakam, right? But hell, what Pascal Siakam, what he doing? Josh Giddey is fucking balling. 23, 10, and 9 is fucking balling. You understand me? And they're 6-1 on top of that. You feel what I'm saying? They rebound, they play defense, they shoot the three, they get inside, they do all of that. You feel what I'm saying? And because, like I said, you got Jason Tatum out in Boston. You got Milwaukee. They not the team they used to be. We don't know what Philly gonna do. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't think it's an overreaction, Jordan. I don't.
Okay. All right. It's a good one. All right. So now, next one now. This goes to your LA Lakers.
Okay.
Because they're playing so well without LeBron James, is it an overreaction that they should trade him and get pieces to put around Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic? More pieces. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to do this with your heart.
No.
Just try to be honest. Yeah.
I'm being honest. I think that's a slight overreaction. You know why? Because LeBron doesn't have to be the main guy. He knows how to get in where he fit in. This can be Olympic LeBron. This doesn't have to be I'm bringing the ball up the court every time, playoff LeBron, Cleveland LeBron. You know what I mean? This doesn't have to be that. LeBron James can get in and fill in wherever he needs to and make and help this team get to where they need to be. Smart. He got the intangibles. Yeah, he was hurt coming into the season. Yeah, he 40 going on 41. But does he look 40 going on 41 when he on that court? Does he look like that? Absolutely not. If it looked like he didn't have nothing left in the tank, then you do that. You go, you know what? It's been a long time, baby. You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen, it's time for you to go. Nobody's saying that about LeBron. It's time for you to go, baby. Nobody's saying that. So I think that's a slight overreaction because he can be Olympic LeBron right now. We just seen it when he was 40 just this past summer or last summer. You feel what I'm saying? Go to look like 2012 Bron in the Olympics. He still got it. You know what I mean? So no, do not let him go at all whatsoever.
Okay. All right. I mean, I think that personally, I would say that I think it's not an overreaction just because, his age, and if players are going to, I mean, if teams will give up some stuff for the Lakers in terms of the Lakers organization, I wouldn't think it's like a crazy move. You know what I mean? Like, you have these two young boys. If you're able to get some good pieces to get around them, then I don't see it being like a crazy move if they're continually playing this well. You know what I mean? Like, if they get up to like 15-3, 16-3, it's like, why not get some good role players around them and see what happens? I'm not saying that LeBron James isn't still an all NBA type of player, but it's like LeBron ain't gonna play forever. And if you can go and get a bunch of players, role players to fit around him, fit around those two guys right there, why not? You know what I'm saying? So I would, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a bad move when you think about it.
I think after this, first, like, this the thing. LeBron's going. He's an additive. He's not a liability. He's an asset. That's number one. You feel what I'm saying? And I think if this year go by, and when he get in, and they start playing worse, it gets worse, and it's not looking as good or whatever, then you can say, you know what? Nah, man, we gotta do this thing. We gotta do this thing like this. We gotta move and play how we played before you got back. You know what I'm saying? Then you go ahead and say, you know what? For the future only. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Jordan, they're not gonna do that because it's LeBron's not gonna wear out his well. He's not gonna wear out his welcome. You know what I mean? If he out there, stinking up the joint, you know what I mean? He's one of the greatest players. People say I think he's the greatest, you know what I mean? But so to me, he's the greatest player ever. But he knows when it's over. Just like I feel like he knows his body, he knows when it's over. You know what I mean? And if he go out there and he's scrubbing out, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I think he knows it's over. So they won't even have to get rid of him. He'll do it himself. It's over.
Okay. All right. So next one we have. So I remember I was bigging up, I think we all were bigging up the Orlando Magic, and getting Desmond Bain and all that was going to be like a big, it was going to be a really big move for them. You know what I'm saying? And they had a good starting five and all that. So is it an overreaction that, they're now 3-5 and they're struggling? And you know what I'm saying? Desmond Bain ain't look like he's having the greatest season, going up for all them damn first round picks and all that shit.
Right.
So it's like, is that an overreaction, or would they turn it around?
I think they'll turn it around. They're still a young team, and I think Desmond Bain pretty much has got to kind of got to find his way. You know what I mean? Maybe it's hey man, we might need you to come off the bench or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because with him on the floor, Franz Wagner on the floor, Banchero on the floor, you know what I'm saying? And I forget who else is out there. I'm not saying you don't need more ball handlers. I'm just saying maybe he can run the show coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? I think see what adjustments can be made first. You feel what I'm saying? See what adjustments can be made first. See if you could play better. It's still early, 3-5. It ain't the NFL. You only got 17 games. It's 82 games. You know what I mean? Now, we get the game, 25, 30, and you still under 500. I think we better give a better assessment. You know what I mean? But 3-5 right now, you know what I'm saying? No, I think we need to wait a little longer.
All right. Okay. Two more and then finish it. So we have your Philadelphia 76ers. Or reaction or not, in terms of, is Tyrese Maxey going to be able to lead the league in scoring like he is right now? Yes or no? Is that an overreaction, or will it come down to,
Let me tell
normacy?
let me tell you something. Remember, I said unless he gonna turn into Allen Iverson overnight, he ain't gonna be able to lead this team like that. Obviously, we're gonna need other pieces too. We got some cool pieces, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like in reality, you know what I mean? Unless he going, because Allen Iverson was leading, we ain't had nothing out there like that. You know what I mean? So if he gonna turn into that, you know what I mean? Unless he gonna do that, it ain't gonna be too much without a Joel Embiid. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. Now that I feel like he's turned it up a notch. Tyrese Maxey. We already know he's fast. I feel like he's making more shots. He's assisting the ball better. That's what I do know. He's getting boys involved better, and I think he's picking and choosing the spots better. I just think he's upped his game offensively all around. Whether it's sliding, whether it's slashing to the rim, you know what I'm saying, when you ain't got the ball. If you get a double now, last year, like he said, he just figured out what it feels like to go out there and be double teamed every night. He know what that's like now. So he's doing a few different things. Instead of just getting rid of the ball standing there, like I said with Austin Reeves, he moving around now. He getting to the rim, they dishing it off to him and things like that. And, it wouldn't be an overreaction to say he could lead the league in points, because just how, you got Luka and you got like right now, you got Luka doing 40. Not saying he's going to average 40, but I'm just saying like 40 and AR's averaging 30. There's not another guy on our team, that's going to be playing every night like them, putting up those type of numbers. Joel Embiid's not going to be there every night. He's not going to be there on the back-to-back. So Tyrese Maxey is going to get the majority of the shots. And he's making 2, 3, 4 threes a game, getting to the rim, and he's continuously getting fouled. You know what I'm saying? I think he could possibly do that, bro. I think he could do that. That's not an overreaction. And if he don't, it ain't a big deal. You know what I mean? But if he does, that's some really good shit.
Okay. So now the last one is a dip, because people don't really talk about this team, but they've been making a bit of noise. They're not like they're making crazy noise, but I think it's a good start to the season, because I don't think no one really had them doing anything. All right, the Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah.
All right. So now the Portland Trailblazers. Now this is because this is a 2-part question.
Okay.
Can they continue to, let's say, stay in the, that area 6, 7 or 5 area? You know what I'm saying? Because they're 5-3. So this early season, decent start to the season. Can they maintain this? Is that an overreaction? And is Danny Abaha, I think it's like the what's his name?
Avija.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he an all-star caliber player? Is he, because he's playing like an all-star right now? Is that an overreaction? Yes or no?
Okay. So the answer to answer your first question, them being 5-3 right now, can they sustain that? Is that an overreaction? I think it's an overreaction. That West is tough, bro. That West is tough. You know what I'm saying? Houston, you got Houston, you know what I mean? And I don't think they're clicking the way they're going to be clicking. You know what I mean? Not to say they can't be a playoff team or a team that's in a play-in or whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm saying they 5-3 now, so I'm thinking an over 500 record type shit, right? And we ain't seen. I just think, I think it's an overreaction. I don't think they're gonna be, I like Portland. I like the way they play. They play full court press defense, dog.
Yeah,
they in shorts. And Drew Holiday out there too, leading the team. He's assisting the ball well. We got Avija, you know what I mean? And if Avija is going to play like the way he playing, what he giving you, 22 or something like that?
No,
22,
24.
24, yeah, 24 points a game. And they still have, you know what I'm saying, a good record. You know what I mean? You know what, man? You know what?
He's giving you 24, 6.5, and 5 points. That's 4.5. He's giving you good stuff.
They're that team kind of like, can I say the Bulls? They don't have a superstar player. They play team basketball. They get after you on defense, you know what I mean? And they run their offense to go out there and score points. It's not one guy that's just that going to, that's not what they doing. You feel what I'm saying? They driving and kicking, they making their shots, they getting to the rim, they athletic, they young. They, like I said, they playing defense. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give them a little love. I think they could be like a 42-39 team. And
You
that's
mean
fucking
38, 42 and 38?
yeah, 42 and what is that? No, it would be because wouldn't that be yeah? Because 42 and 40,
82 games.
yeah, 42 and 40 is,
Yeah,
is,
so
is
42.
82. So 43 and 39.
No, 43 and 39.
You know what I'm saying? I think they can hit that mark, bro. If they continue to play the way they play tough. They play tough. They don't play like no team. They don't care they don't care who the opponent is. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? I don't think it's an overreaction. I think they're gonna be a pretty good team. They ain't going to the conference finals, but I think they could be a playoff team. And I'm just looking at how they play. You feel me? If they can sustain that type of play, do that, yeah, they're gonna be there, bro. They'll be there. Might not be a 7-6 seed. We know it's 10 spots now. You know what I'm saying? So shit. To what? Well, to work if you got to do play in or whatever, but still, you know what I mean? That's good. That's good.
Yep. All right.
And Avisha, yeah, if they in the running and he's still doing what he's doing, yeah, that's an all-star caliber player. You know what I mean? 24 points. What are you, 24 and 6, you said?
24, 7 and 5.
Yeah, 24, 7 and 5. You damn near, inching towards double type shit. You know what I mean? That's what you damn near inching towards. You know what I'm saying? So you got to respect that. You know what I mean? Unless you're telling me somebody else out there is just doing better than him and their team is better or whatever. But other than that, yeah, I think he can be an all-star caliber player. Yeah, I think he can. It's what is it, 12 spots, 15 spots, some type of shit like that?
Yeah, 12 or something like that.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong. Yeah, hell yeah. He doing good for them. He doing. I see Drew Holiday's, that Portland Trailblazers team, they got that defense, they got Drew Holiday written all over it. They got Drew Holiday written all over it. He went out there and said, we got to play defense. And he's the champion out there, the two-time champion out there. They know about some Drew Holiday. They know about everybody. They know about, that's defender for real. He in shorts. You know what I'm saying? That got Drew Holiday written all over it. I don't care what nobody's saying. This is even after the Chauncey Billups shit. They got Drew Holiday written all over it, bro, for sure.
All right. Well, there you go. That's your early NBA, overreactions.
For sure. Let's stick
these picks.
Let's stick with the NBA. Before we get to the picks, which team has impressed you so far this season? Hey, this is simple for me. We're simple for me. I'll make it quick. It's the Bulls. It's the Bulls.
I have two, actually. I have two.
Okay, I 6-1.
The Bulls.
6-1, top of the East. Josh Giddey, 23, 10 and 9. He getting everybody involved, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they played defense out there. They was down 24 points to my Sixers the other night. 24 points. And they came back and won that fucking game. For some reason in the second half, we couldn't throw a rock in the goddamn Atlantic Ocean. You feel standing at shore. You feel what I'm saying? Just missed. I'm talking wide open shit. The same looks we was getting in the first half. We was getting the same looks. Just couldn't put it in the bucket. They walked our ass down. And for that game-winning shot, that was Josh Giddey at the top of the key, penetrated that lane, and made that great pass to the corner to Vucevic with the left hand, the offhand. Great pass. He knocked down the three-point shot with some few seconds left. We missed the shot. Game over. They walked our ass down 24 points, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying we the cream of the crop, but it's the Bulls we talking about here. It's the Bulls. They don't got no Maxey out here. They ain't got that. You know what I mean? So, Embiid was there. He was there. Not saying, he's still looking a little, trying to get back into it, but nigga, you was there. You was there hooping when you was hooping in the first half when we was up 24 motherfucking points. So you should have had that same energy knocking down shots, nigga, in the second half, and they walked our ass down. The Bulls is the most impressive team to me so far.
Okay, well, since you said the Bulls, I think that's an obvious, easy answer. So I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I think the Lakers, because of all the injuries that they've been having, and they've been having to play with just a Luka or just a Austin Reeves, and they've come out with second best team in the West so far, playing amazing. I think they're 7-2 or 6-2. You have Austin Reeves giving you over 30. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I could have asked that for an overreaction, but I didn't want to go too many Lakers questions. But I think with the injuries that they've had and with the wins that they've collected so far, with some good wins at that as well, I would have to say it'd be the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Because this is crazy. I personally thought that they wouldn't be able to get some wins, especially with just say Austin Reeves in the lineup, right? Like because Luka.
I wish you could see my paper. I wish you could see my paper right now. I got Lakers. And then I got Bulls. But I didn't want to be biased, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I'm like, Ain't no Luka, ain't no Austin Reeves out there, man. I got to give it to them.
Yeah, so that has to be a big time because of course the Bulls, because nobody expected the Bulls to be 6-1 direct. So that's clear. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have a player of a Luka Doncic level. You know what I'm saying? But then you have a Vooch and a Giddy that can probably give you the production of a Austin Reeves. But remember, Austin Reeves right now is playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying. So it's like because of that, and they were playing without Luka and even without Austin Reeves and still getting you dubs. And they went, I think they played a game without either of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they beat Portland. Did they beat Portland? Or
they lost to Portland. That was on the back-to-back. They lost to Portland.
They beat Portland and lost to Portland. Then.
I think hold on. Something like that. Yeah, I know they lost to him though. Hold on, but I think they played them again, right?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I swear it was.
I think they did. I can look it up. Go ahead, keep going though.
But it's very simple for me. I think that's the team because of all the injuries that's been happening and how good Austin Reeves have been playing without LeBron James as well, or without Luka Doncic. Mm-hmm. So shout out to him. Even Rui Hachimura playing well, and even I said DeAndre Ayton, like I told you from the beginning of the season, that's a good player. Mm-hmm. Especially playing with a Luka. Luka can give you buckets, easy ones at that. You know, and now Austin Reeves is following along. So yeah, man, I got the Lakers easy, man.
All right, for sure. Let's go to these picks, my guy. Week 10 NFL picks. Who you got? We got the Falcons. They in Berlin, so it's not like they, at the coach, but the coach is the home team out there in Berlin. You know what I mean? Falcons, Colts. Who you got? I'm taking the Colts.
I got the Colts. Yeah.
Giants, Bears. I'm going Bears.
I got the Bears.
Buffalo, Miami. Miami.
Buffalo.
I got Buffalo. Baltimore, Minnesota. Give me Baltimore. Cleveland, New York Jets. Give me Cleveland. Who you got?
These teams are terrible.
I got
one is better defensively. I got Cleveland because they're better defensively.
Patriots, Buccaneers. In Tampa.
I got a big show.
Give me New England.
I got a big show.
New Orleans, Carolina.
I got Carolina.
Rico Dowdle might go out there and run for 200. Who knows? Jacksonville, Houston. Give me Houston. What you got, man? Come on.
I'll take Jacksonville.
You got Jacksonville. Boom. All right.
What's Houston's record? 3-5.
It ain't nothing to sniff at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I would want Houston to win.
I know you would.
Yeah, I want them to win. So then Lamar Jackson them can get.
I know you want everybody to fall off so y'all can climb up. Man, y'all got an easy schedule. Y'all beat them sorry ass teams. Y'all be all right, man. I ain't like y'all got a tough. If y'all had a tough schedule, you know what I mean? Yeah, it'd be a different story. Y'all, but looking at the schedule, y'all think y'all can get in there. Houston is 1, 2. Yeah, they 3. 3-5. But give me Houston though. You know what I mean?
I'll take Jacksonville.
All right. Arizona, Seattle. Yeah. Rams, 49ers. It's the rematch. The second time they played. Give me the Rams. I gotta take the Rams on this one. That first time Detroit. They played fumbles and shit like that. Yeah. Definitely give me Detroit. Pittsburgh Chargers. Pittsburgh Chargers. You like the Chargers and shit. Sunday night football. Give me Pittsburgh, man.
Give me the Chargers, man.
Okay. Monday Night Football, champs versus chumps. You know what I'm saying? Eagles versus Packers. You all right. I ain't got to say nothing. Who you rocking with? The Packers, I'm sure. So Packers for you. I can see it on your face.
Yeah, I take the Packers, man.
I'm pretty sure. I'm shocked. I am so shocked. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So we got 1, New England versus Bucks. 2, Jacks versus Houston. And 3, Pitt versus the Chargers. 4, Eagles versus Bucks. We got four bets going on this weekend,
That's
man.
a good one. That's good.
That's a good one to put me up. You know what I mean? A few, you know what I'm saying? Then we go. I'm gonna make sure I go back. Like it's 3-3 or it's something.
It's 3-3.
I find it. I get it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the picks. You know what I mean? We hope y'all enjoy y'all weekend. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all watch some football this weekend, NFL, college. Make sure y'all watch that NBA tonight. You feel what I'm saying? And if you betting, you know what I mean, go ahead and get on that FanDuel and hit that happy hour. That happy hour right now gives you 100% profit boost on FanDuel. That means if your ticket is worth $500, they're gonna give you a 100% profit boost. It's gonna add another $500 with it. You understand me? That's what they doing. 6 p.m. to 7:30. Go ahead and click that. Go ahead and click that. You know what I mean? We're going to get up out of here, man. My guy Jordan with the Sixer hat on. You know what's up. My boy all in the NBA store. He better come through with all 30 teams in the next 30 shows. You feel me? But listen, we hope y'all have a great weekend. Yeah, that's our show for the day, and we gone.